Everybody, Scoutcrafter here. Another find, another trash find. This is a looks to be a handheld blower. I guess it looks like from the 50s or 60s, but this one here, it says that it's a Cadillac Quick-Vac. So we're going to take it apart, clean it up, oil it up, and see if we can't get this thing working. Stay tuned. Here's a close-up of the tag. It's obviously Clements Cadillac Quick-Vac, made in the USA, model G-12, and it gives you the serial number. Clements Manufacturing, Chicago, Illinois, USA. And that's it. Just out of curiosity, I went on the web and looked up the model number. It's a G12, which is what I have, and they still make it. And you can see it's a pricey item, but it's a really well-made unit. Here's the specifications on this unit, and what's interesting is they make a S82 accessory kit, which turns your blower into a vacuum, which includes a bag and a brush and a little harness that you could carry it that would clip onto the vacuum. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, we basically, this was considered a refurbishment instead of a restoration at this point, but we cleaned it up. We took the whole thing apart. It made a terrific squeal when we turned it on the first time, and that's because the bearings were dry. We oiled the bearings. We took everything apart. We took away all the rust from especially all the nuts and bolts and everything. This is a cast aluminum housing. The whole thing is cast aluminum, as you can see here. Cleaned up just a little bit to see what it would come out like. Very robust, heavy-duty item. This here is, I guess, where the vacuum hose would go, and this is a cast piece here. It just goes in like this, and that's, I guess, where you would your hose would go for there. Right now, this is an intake. Now, when I was taking this apart, two things I did. First of all, this was reversed, that it came around the top. I reversed it so I think it has better balance like this, with this hanging on the bottom. So I reversed the hose so that it originally came over the top. I reversed that. It still lines up perfectly here. The bolt pattern is the same. Just I feel it's more comfortable for me. Secondly, this was one of the things I changed. Is it had this on the electrical cord. It was missing the grounding plug. Now, years ago, it was very common. People would cut it or take it off because obviously it would work without the ground. The problem is with some of these old tools, especially metal housing tools, you need a ground. You know, it's just safer to have one. So for the $3 or $4 to get a plug, this one is an armored plug that, you know, it could take a little beating. It's a 3-prong plug, so now the unit's grounded. Everything's checked, so 3-cord wire. In here, this has no suction at all, and because of that, by reversing it, when I'm holding it like this, I think it's a safer way. I tried it the first way, and this tried to suck your clothes in. You know, your shirt and everything was trying to get sucked in through there. So it's very strong. It's about the same power as if you had a compressor, a hose compressor. That's how much air this blows out. So let me give you a demo of how this works, and that's it. Now, if I wanted to, I could repaint this whole thing, make it look like brand new, but I plan on using this, so maybe we'll just leave it for a while and see how it works. Okay, basically, I'd like to give you an example of what you would use something like this industrial blower for. A lot of times these are used for cleaning out vents and cleaning out different particles from areas. Like, for example, this is a shop vac cleaner filter, and I'll show you what this does. As you can see, it works really well.